Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please join our crew by subscribing down there. And welcome to my channel. My name is Apollonia and I live in Moscow. And cheers to some coffee. I'm having some coffee this evening. I think, what time is it now? It's around 6 here. Kids are still out. They refuse to come to play in the house, so I let them play with their friends there. And then I took that opportunity to talk to you guys about this huge topic. This is a huge topic, especially to mothers who raise their kids in Europe or maybe in America, where the school is predominantly white school or something, or the school is more white kids than any other race. So actually, this is not a clickbait. My kids used to hate their hair. This is like, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, and oh my god, it was driving me nuts. It's so hard for you to see. Sorry, guys. For you to see your kid wake up and they just don't like their hair. And no matter how you're doing or talking to them, they don't like it. This started I started seeing this behavior with my son, firstborn son. And I found him in the bathroom one time and he was straightening his hair, like, he wetted his hair, and since when the hair is wet it straightens. So he was like, trying to straighten it like, his friends in school, trying to style it like his friends in school. And oh my god, I was so heartbroken and I didn't know what to do. Like, I was frozen. I was like, oh, okay, what are you doing? I asked him, like, what are you doing? Your hair is perfect the way it is. You have most beautiful color hair. And yes, these kids have most beautiful hair. And she's like, no, mom, I want it to be straight. How can you take that straightener and try to straighten my hair and put it like this? I want it to look like my friend Vova. I was like, oh my god, how do I start this? Like, no, you don't need to do that. Put the comb down and let's go sit down. So we went, sat down. I tried to explain himself, and I told you, look, your friend Vova has two white parents. You have one white parent and one African parent, and that's why your hair is curly. You see my hair? My hair is very curly. Yours is in the middle. Your dad's hair is straight, and yours is in the middle. And that's how you are created, and it's beautiful because everybody is beautiful. Do you see myself hating my hair? I love my hair, my son. Look at my, touch it, and I tried, like, I don't know, I tried talking to them, and it didn't really matter. It went on and on, and at that time Savannah was small. Savannah didn't know what it is, hair and stuff, so it kind of, I kind of, sat him down and talked to him deeply about it, and showed him some clips about kids, like, how they style their hair and whatever, and he didn't seem to like it. He was still stuck. Like, I want my hair to look like my friends, in school. So, try and make my hair look like that. And I still continued, styling him the way I used to style him. I used to, at that time it was short, so I used just to apply some, leave-in conditioner, and it still remained curly. And you would go to school, but you never, like, threw a tantrum like, oh, I'm not going to school because of my hair. But you could tell he's not comfortable, and it was very just not uncomfortable going to school. That it was in, I think it was in what, class 2, and class 1 and class 2. That's where that problem was. And I was, me as a parent, I'm okay, let's run to Google, man, like, where do we get answers? But anyway, I just decided to, I slept on the issue, like, okay, what am I gonna do, because this is what mothers do. When your child has a problem, you finding for a solution. So I talked also to their dad about it, and told him, talk to Vanya, explain to Vanya, and so Oh my god, my throat. I really have a bad throat this time. I have like, I'm coughing a little. Anyway, forget about cough. So that was one story. Now this I think is turning to a story. Then the second story is about Savannah. Now that one, oh my god. Savannah was with the length and the curls. She did not like the curls. That all the girls in class have curls, and I don't have curls. I have straight hair, and she always wanted me to straighten her hair. And also, most girls have long hair. No, most Russian girls have long hair. By the time they are five, the hair is already around the bottom there. So she was not so happy about that she has short hair and it's curly, and also her, she didn't throw like a serious tantrum. It's just this complaining when we're making hair. Oh mom, can you make my hair straight? Because there's one time I tried making her hair straight. I think I'll find that photo and show you. And oh my gosh, she loved it. She was like, oh yes, that I want my hair to be like that, because it became longer. But it didn't last for long, because the next time she was in the shower, it shrunk again. So you're like, mom, why didn't stay like that? It was supposed to stay like that. So I sat down again, explained the same thing with I did with Vanya, and you know what it went. Kids most of the time, you can tell them like, I love you, I love your hair, I love everything, but no, they actually know that. They know you love them. They actually waiting approval from their friends, and that is something I came to learn. I came to learn that, yeah, you can tell kids don't do this, don't do that, but they're still going to do what their friends are doing. I also learned that when like there was some I think it was a game, yeah, and it had this ugly thing, and it used to be called granny. If you guys have young kids like below 10 years, you know what is granny. There's a game, they were playing, and they were watching on YouTube, people playing, and I was so against it. I was like, why are you watching this ugly thing? Like, you're gonna have nightmares and whatever. And nobody listened to me. And when I asked, why you guys you don't listen to me? Because everybody in school is playing it. So us too, we need to. I mean, now that is where parenting becomes hard. You cannot control, mostly you cannot control 100% what your kids are seeing, first of all, and what kids what do you call are playing, because they want to play what every other kid in school their age is playing, and you are here confused, trying to tell them they're gonna have nightmares. And nobody's listening. So it's the same thing. So with that concept, this is how I solved this situation. So I decided, you know what, Apollonia, I'm going to make them some hairstyles. So I learned how to finger coil. So that one I did. I It was just an experiment. I was like, okay, let me try. Let me try this. They look like some cars, really nice ones, and let's see what your class is gonna say. So that's what I did for Vanya. That's the first case. My Vanya and Nikita. Because also Nikita had the same. Nikita also was, Vanya. They were there straightening their hair with water. So, I made them the what do you call them? The coils. I learned. I had to go to YouTube, learn, because I didn't know how to. I was just using their curls, because they are very beautiful curls. I just was using whatever, you're just putting there some leave-in conditioner, and that's it. So I decided to learn a style, of their hair type. So I learned to make finger curls, and also you can make them with a comb. I will show you some photos, whatever. So I did them. I learned, and then I made the finger coils to them. I'll show you some photos. And actually, I've actually made videos. You need to go behind and watch how I make them. Because I filmed it. Actually, it was around that time. I filmed it around 2 years, 2 years ago. So I made them, and they went to school. Of course, they were like, oh mom, it's so different, like how are we gonna go like this, the teacher might complain. I was like, no, you guys are going to school like that, it looks gorgeous, looks beautiful. And yes, they went to school, and it was compliments from the akrana, ah, from the watchman. Watchman is akrana in Russian. From watchman, it was compliments to the woman sweeping to kids to class. So when they came back home that day, they didn't say anything. No, nobody complained, nobody did it. But the following morning, when boys woke up, they were like, Mom, can you make my hair like yesterday? And I was like, why? Because everybody liked my hair, and the girls were touching my hair. You do not want to know my happiness there. I was like, okay, whatever it takes, sit down, we're making it again. I was there like, yeah, call them again, in the morning, like just, freshened it. And they went back to school again. Yeah. And since then, I've been trying different hairstyles, and they get so many compliments. Where we live in Moscow, my kids are so lucky. They're so lucky that they're so loved. They get compliments the moment they get out from the lift. The moment they get out of the house from the lift, it's compliments, especially about their hair. And that has helped my kids so much to love, to love their hair. And that's one thing, if you're struggling with this, if you're a parent and you're struggling with this, sorry guys, I know I'm all over the place, but that's how I talk. So if you're struggling with this, that is one way you can fix it. Like, try to encourage them to have different styles. Try them to watch kids like them, like let's say like mixed kids that are maybe famous in YouTube, or musicians or whatever, and so that they see the hairstyles they are putting. And you try to see if they are interested or something. Because like this summer they really wanted dreadlocks, but I'm learning how to make dreadlocks now. Because their friends suggested them, oh, by the way, you guys cannot do dreadlocks, like and also some other white kids now are doing dreadlocks, like the in thing, this style somewhere there I'm gonna put. So they wanted that. Now I don't know, but I just made them the what we call the men box braids, and they're loving it. They were rocking it outside, and of course more compliments. I didn't talk about Savannah. So this is what I did with Savannah. So with Savannah, she was in kindergarten when she was complaining about this, and she was complaining about, her hair is short, her hair is curly, oh, blah 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 blah, mom, you oh god. And Savannah, she can be drama, and the other one can throw tantrum, the real last born style, and she would, just be angry, and that's it. So one time I was like, okay, I will try the same thing I did with boys. So I'm gonna find a style, and for the first time I did Savannah very bright pink hairstyle, pink braids. Yeah, I'm gonna put some photos here. Pink braids, and she went to kindergarten the following day, and actually she loved it. Actually, oh my god, this is so cute, and she loved it. And she went to kindergarten the following day, and everybody loved it. Everybody wanted to touch the hair. Everybody, And for the first time, she entered the class, and somebody said her hair is gorgeous. Although before it was they were saying, but she didn't believe it. But when it intensified, like when everybody, oh my god, how did you do that? It's so cute. I want some. Even some kids I had in kindergarten wanted braids like Savannah's. Like, kids basically told her, I want braids like yours. Can your mom make me braids? Can your mom come to my house to make my, So seriously, that worked for all my kids. Like, just changing their hairstyle, just creating something interesting with their beautiful hair. Because us as Africans, we have really suffered when it comes to self-hate, especially when it comes to hair. Most Africans hate their hair. most African put chemicals in their hair. Most Africans want, a wig looking like, white people's hair. And I don't think this is a positive thing to show our kids. Like myself, if I will put a wig, it will be just once in a while, just for an occasion. I don't put wigs all the time every day because I want to show Savannah. I want her to appreciate her hair. I want her to like what she has, because also it comes from example. If we are waking up and every morning, I'm not against weaves, I'm not against eyebrows, I'm not against makeup, I'm not against long nails, but if our children see us fake, that's what the same thing they're gonna follow. If you're fake every day, there's an understanding when you have a shoot, or maybe when you what do you call, when you have something special, like a wedding or a party, whatever. But not every day. Like every day your off day, you all fake and everything. I'm against that, and that is my opinion. And it's not because I hate all these things. It's what I think should be shown to our girls and probably and our kids, so that they get to appreciate their stuff. I got lessons when I saw my kids hating themselves, hating their color, hating their what do you call, hating their hair, because they're in all white school, and it's very hard also for a parent to explain these things to kids, because they're still young, and sometimes you don't want to mess them up, and they don't want, they don't you telling them is not enough source for them to actually believe that that's how things are. They need also their friends in school to tell them. They need also teachers. They need people outside, other people, to affirm that what you said is. And then I came ask my kid, now, does everybody like your hair? Yes, because you guys have beautiful hair. And since then, let me tell you one thing, guys. Since then, my kids never complained about their hair. Even not long time ago, this was major. Savannah came and told me, Mom, can you make my curls more defined? That was a shocker, you guys. Like, can you make my curls more defined? Oh my God, I was like, good job, Apollonia. Good job. Not literally, but I was like, my daughter always was like, straighten my hair, because I tried once, and I never wanted to try it again, because I didn't want to show her, like, straight is beautiful. No, her hair is beautiful. And to see her come back to me and say, Mom, can you define my curls? I laughed. I ran to Eugene. I was like, hey, guess what? Savannah asked me to define her curls, because it's been an issue in our house, but we've survived this. And I made this video today purposely to talk about that. I'm sorry, guys, it's a little long, but yeah. So for me, that worked so much worked, is showing other people rocking their hairstyle and rocking their hair type, and also learning different hairstyles to make them. I know it's not very easy for every mom to learn hairstyles, or a dad to learn hairstyle, but sometimes if you want your child to enjoy their hair and whatever, you gotta do it, and you can manage it. It's very easy, actually. You can manage it. I really needed a head mannequin, to learn these things, because what, you can't just watch YouTube and learn how to make stuff. And guess what, I went to a kid's store here, and they had this toy mannequin. Let me show you the thing that I showed my kids I learned how to make my kids' hair with. This. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, here is Madame. You see this, Madame? This is where I trained how to make my kids' hair with this. Even I didn't use most of the time. I trained with this hair. Make lines, make whatever. So there's no excuses, guys. You gotta have to. If there's not that mannequin, go to a toy shop. Find a doll that has much hair, and practice with that. So Anyway, guys, without further ado, sorry guys, for keeping you here for 20 minutes. Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed this talk. I'm hoping we're gonna continue talking about this hard stuff that we go through as parents, as mothers. Yeah, and I hope you going to, if you have a story of your own, like if you have a problem too, or you're going through something, ask down below, comment down below. If you have a story like mine, in short form, comment down below and we discuss there. And that would be so fun to discuss something like this, because sometimes, especially when you're in Europe, you can feel like you're on your own, because you rarely see friends that are black, and or that have mixed kids, and it can be a challenge. So let's discuss down there below. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next video. Paka paka.